Hello, fellow trader, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emmanuel. So, on today's video, we are going to be talking about my strategy, how my strategy works, how I use my strategy, which kind of strategy I use, and how the strategy works for me. So, this video is being made based on requests from my members on my Telegram community. So, a lot of you have been asking me, I like your video. I like what you do. I like how you analyze. I like how you break the chart down. I like how I like how you teach what you do on YouTube, but I'm confused on which strategy do you use. So I've got this question like from 3 people on my Telegram community. So I thought of, okay, I need to create a video on this and break down how my strategy works, which kind of strategy I use and how I use it. So on today's video, I'll be breaking it out for you guys. Those of you who have been curious, those of you who have been asking, today is the day. So get your books and your pen down because I'm going to be releasing a lot of information for you guys here for free. I'm not gatekeeping anything. So my strategy contains 3 things. No, 4 things. I will say 4 things. My strategy contains 4 things: chart pattern, trend line, support and resistance, and Fibonacci. So I tell you guys what my strategy contains is so you guys know that my strategy is not complicated. You understand? My strategy is not complicated, and my strategy is my strategy contains the most basic things on forex, like the most things you can understand. There's nothing like order block, order flow, liquidity and the rest. All those things are just you know all those things are going to stress the hell out of you. You understand? My strategy contains the most basic and simple things out there. So if you are ready, learn it. Sit back because I'm ready to teach. You understand? So if you are ready to learn it, sit back and watch this video to the end. So I'm going to be switching to my screen to show you guys everything that contains in my strategy, to show you guys how my strategy works, to show you guys how to use the chart patterns, to show you guys how to use the trend line, to show you guys how to use the Fibonacci, to show you guys how to use the support and resistance on the higher time frame. Guys, you guys know that I'm a swing trader. So if you are not a swing trader and if you are not ready to be a swing trader, don't waste your time watching this video because this strategy is for those who are ready to be a swing trader. So if you're ready to be a swing trader, or if you're a newbie and you want to be a swing trader, stick to the end of this video because you're going to learn a lot. So before I switch to my screen, I want you guys to do one thing for me. Please, if you have been watching my video for a very long time now and you're still yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe to the channel. This is a little way of supporting me. It's a little way of saying thank you to me. If you're just joining us newly, please also subscribe to the channel so you get notified anytime I post my video here, because I do analyze charts, I do breakdown chart, I do, bring out possible setups that you can trade here on this channel. So if you are not subscribed to the channel, you won't get notified early. So sometimes I may post a setup, I may talk about a setup here on YouTube, and maybe the setup is going to play out the next day or few hours after I drop the video. Because you are not subscribed to the channel, you won't get notified. So you subscribing the channel is appreciating me for what I do, and it's also helping you, learn and be part of the community and benefit from the community too. So this is a community. This channel is a community. Take it as a community. A Telegram channel is a community. We all own it. So if you want to be part of people that own this channel, you want to be part of people that own my Telegram community, hit the subscribe button, like the video. My Telegram link is on the description. You can join the Telegram channel if you want, and join the Telegram channel. And we always go live on the Telegram channel. We execute trade live. It's not a it's not a what am I going? It's not a signal group. For you to know, it's not a signal group. It's a group where if one execute trade, we all go live together. I show you guys why we are executing the trade. You understand? I show you guys what make that setup to be a valid setup. You understand? We execute it, we all execute it together. So it's not a signal group, it's a community. You understand? Same thing with this channel. This channel is a community. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the like button. So without wasting much of your time, we are going to be switching to my screen. Yes, welcome to my screen. As you guys can see on my screen now, I have a double top chart pattern on my screen right now. So this is a reversal chart pattern. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the chart pattern. Then I'm going to talk about the inside the chart pattern. I'll talk about the reversal, the continuation. Then we move to trend line. Then we move to Fibonacci. Then support and resistance. So in the chart pattern that I normally trade, I trade reversal chart patterns, and the type of reversal chart that I trade most times are, first one is the double top. So as you guys can see on my screen now, this is the double top. This is how it looks on chart. You must have seen this on your chart before, maybe on the lower time frame or the higher time frame. This is the double top, equal highs. You understand? This place is equal with here. Most times they are always equal. You understand? So this is a equal highs. Is a double top. So how do I trade the double top? There's what we call the neckline. There's what we call the neckline. This is the neckline. This middle part, this place here now, right here is the neckline of this double top. So I wait for breakout from this neckline. So after the double top have finished forming, I wait for a breakout from the neckline, then a retest, and a retest like this. Then I execute at this point. Then hold it to the downside. So this is a reversal chart pattern. And most times where you will always see this reversal chart pattern is in a bullish trend. It always comes in after a bullish trend. When a market has been trading to the upside for a long time or for a while, the market wants to, like, reverse and go to the downside. It will give you this kind of pattern. You understand? I'm not saying that it's a must that market will give you this type of pattern, because this is not the only reversal type pattern that I chose. But in most scenarios, in most times, you are going to see double top reversal chart pattern. And once you see a double top reversal chart pattern, believe you me, the trend is about to change. The trend is about to start going to the downside, and you need to, like, pay attention to these informations on your charts. When your chart is giving you these informations, you need to, like, pay a very good attention to them and obey them. You understand? Because if you don't obey them, you end up wasting your money. Then that's for the double top. Then we have the double bottom. We have the double bottom. We have the double bottom. Let me show you guys. I also trade the double bottom reversal chart pattern. So as you guys can see, I'm still on reversal chart pattern. So I showed you guys the double top. This is the double bottom reversal chart pattern. This double top reversal chart pattern. This is how it looks like. This chart patterns always comes after a bearish movement in the market. You understand? Markets have been trending have been shorting from the upside to the downside, giving higher highs, giving lower highs and lower low, lower highs and lower low. You understand? Market came down. The market is about to, reverse and go to the upside. Market is likely to give you this chart pattern called the double bottom. You understand? So how do I trade the double bottom? The same way I trade the double top is the same way I trade the double bottom. I wait for a breakout of the neckline, a breakout of this neckline. I wait for a breakout of this neckline. Then I execute with my retest strategy. Guys, I don't just execute my trade after the break. I wait for a retest. I wait for a reset, and then any engulfing candle that comes after this retest, any bullish engulfing candle, maybe a 4-hour engulfing candle or a daily time frame engulfing candle, I'm going to execute the trade to the upside. So this is how I trade the reversal chart pattern, the double bottom reversal chart pattern, and the double top reversal chart pattern. So the second reversal chart pattern that I trade is the head and shoulder. The head and shoulder, guys. Your head and shoulder. The way God created you, you have a head, you have a shoulder. There's a head and shoulder chart patterns in Forex too. For the newbies, I'm saying this for the newbies, but those who have been trading Forex for a while already knows these chart patterns already. So as you can see, this is how the head and shoulder chart patterns looks like on your charts. So this is the left shoulder, head, right shoulder, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So I'm just saying this for those of you who are still new to this. You understand? I want you to understand how these things work. So this is the neckline of this head and shoulder. So how do I trade it? The same thing. So you guys can see that my strategy is not complicated. Does the same entry for everything. The same entry. I wait for the breakout of this trend line, of this neckline, these two neckline here. I wait for a breakout of it. Then the next thing is retests. Then any engulfing bearish engulfing candle I get, immediately the market is retesting it. Any bearish engulfing candle I get, I strike and hold to the downside. I strike and hold to the downside. So this is how I trade a head and shoulder. And guys, this is a reversal pattern. The same way, this head and shoulder normally comes and a market is trending to the upside and market wants to reverse and start going to the downside. It will likely give you this kind of chart pattern. If it doesn't give you a double top, it's going to give you a head and shoulder. You understand? It's exactly that the trend is about to change. That's why they call them reversal chart patterns. You understand? That's why they call them reversal chart patterns. The trend is about to change. They are reversing the trend to where the trend to where it came from. You understand? So this is a very powerful chart patterns. When you see it on the higher time frame, you need to pay attention to it. You need to like pay attention to it. This, if you ignore it, it's going to cost you money. You understand? So you need to pay attention to it. So the next one is inverse head and shoulder. Inverse head and shoulder. Inverse head and shoulder is a head and shoulder turned upside down. A head and shoulder that is turned upside down. Let me use that English for better understanding. An upside down head and shoulder. You understand? I want you guys to understand this stuff. An upside down head and shoulder. You guys can see I just twisted it. I just twisted it now. You can see that I just turned it upside down. An upside down head and shoulder. You can see the left shoulder, head, right shoulder. This chart pattern normally comes after a bearish movement, like, market was coming down from here. Instead of market to give us a higher low, how do I call it? A lower high, it came to give us an equal highs here like this, you understand? So market is telling us that it wants to reverse. So this is a reversal chart pattern, and inverse side and shoulder comes after a bearish movement, after a bearish trend. Market won't start going up to the upside. It will likely give you this kind of chart pattern. So pay attention to when you see a double top on the higher time frame, and when you see a double bottom on the higher time frame, and when you see a head and shoulder on the higher time frame, and when you see a inverse head and shoulder and upside down head and shoulder on the higher time frame, you need to pay attention to these chart patterns because they are likely going to happen. How do I trade this chart pattern? The same thing, the same strategy, the same entry. You understand? The same entry, the same entry. Breakout. I wait for breakout, then I wait for retest. Then any engulfing bullish candle I see, I execute the upside. So that's for the reversal chart pattern. So let's move to continuation chart patterns. So the continuation chart patterns comes after this reversal chart patterns. You see a continuation chart pattern, it comes after it. That is a chart pattern. The continuation chart pattern is just like wow, like I said, it's just like a speed breaker. You understand? When a market is trending to the upside, you're likely to see a reversal chart pattern, which means market just want to rest a bit, then start going up. So me, most times I like the reversal chart patterns. I like seeing them form. You understand? Because it gives me more entries. It gives me more entries. It gives me more entries like to enter the market. You understand? So I make more money from reversal chart patterns. Make more money from reversal chart patterns. So as you guys can see on my screen, this is a reversal chart pattern, and the name of this chart pattern is falling wedge. Falling wedge. You guys can see that it's like it's falling to the downside, then it just came up, then boom, start going to the upside. So you can see right from the beginning of here, this is a bullish trend. This is a bullish trend. Let me zoom out. This is a bullish trend. So market was bullish, then market just want to rest a little bit. Why it's resting, it formed a chart pattern. So that's why you need to pay attention to your chart. You need to pay attention to your chart. So when it forms this chart pattern, it gives a falling wedge. It gives a falling wedge. You guys can see it gives a falling. Market was just resting. So this is like a speed breaker for the market. That bullish movement that is very fast. This chart pattern normally comes in, give we traders an entry. If this we traders an entry, then we enter. Then most time I don't wait for retests. Continuation chart pattern. Once I see an engulfing bearish candle, an engulfing bullish candle break above this chart pattern, I execute at this point. I execute at this point immediately, and my stop loss will be down here. My stop loss will be down here. I execute at this point, my stop loss will be down here. So and hold it as the trend keeps going. So this is a continuation chart pattern. It's called the falling wedge. So the second continuation chart pattern that I trade two continuation chart patterns. Nothing much, nothing more again. Trade two continuation chart patterns. So I hope you guys can see that the strategy is not that complicated. It's not even complicated if you understand things very well. You see that it's not complicated. So this is what we call the rising wedge. This is what we call the rising wedge. The rising wedge. This is what we call the rising wedge. So in a bearish movement, that's where this one normally comes in. A bearish movement, maybe after a head and shoulder or after a double top, you're mostly likely to see this kind of chart patterns. You understand, forming as the market is going down. So the market is just resting a bit. While it's resting, it's forming this chart pattern. So you need to pay attention when you see a market that is bearish and it start reversing. Maybe it's reversing to give you an entry. You understand? It's telling you, I'm resting a bit. You can still make money from me. So this is a rising wedge. Once I see it in the bearish market, I just wait for market to break this trend line here. Then I execute here. Then my stop loss here. You understand? I wait for market to break this trend line. I execute immediately. I see engulfing bearish candle. So that's it for the continuation chart pattern. So let me show you guys how I trade with trend line. Let me show you guys how I trade with trend line. So this is a trend line. This is a trend line. You guys must have seen this on your charts. You see, this is a bullish movement. This is a bullish movement. Understand? This is a bullish movement. How I use trend line to trade a bullish market is once I see that okay, market started here, it came back, it retested this trend line. This first retest, I call it as the first one, the first retest. The next thing, what I see is market came to also retest that trend line again. You understand? So most times I execute at this point. I execute at this point. I execute and hold to the upside. That's how I use trend line to trade. Once I see a market has been respecting the trend line, it's coming back after going the upside, it's coming back to retest that trend line. I just wait for the second and third one. I like trading the second and third one because I've already gotten a confirmation here that this is a trend line and market is respecting this trend line. So once I see the second one, I'm going to execute. And once I see the third one, I'm going to execute, which the third one is one of the most powerful one because it goes higher than others, like higher than you expect. You understand? So I like trading the second and the third one. So this is how I use trend line to trade. So let me show you guys how I use trend line to trade the bearish markets. How I use trend line to trade the bearish markets. So this is a market that has been bullish. This is a market that has been bullish. This is a market that has been bullish. Then I see a reversal chart pattern. So you guys can see that my strategy works together because you are mostly to see a reversal chart pattern before you break down, before you break a trend line. You understand? Before you break from a breach here. So once I see that reversal chart pattern, I already know that markets want to reverse. You understand? So I'm not saying, okay, now how can I use this trend line now to trade the bearish market? After seeing this reversal chart pattern, I wait for a breakout of this trend line. And once I get a breakout of this trend line, I just have to get a little retest of this trend line. Then I hold to the downside where that bullish movement started from. Hope you guys are understanding me. I hold down to that place the bullish movement started from. This is how I use trend line to trade the bear to short the market. This is how I use trend line to short the market. Then support and resistance, same thing. I don't normally use resistance to trade, but I use support most times. I use support because mostly the support I use are previous resistance that turned to support. You understand? So most times, like, let me give an example. This is a double bottom. You understand? So when the market is going up, yeah, it's coming to a resistance. So you guys can see how my mouse is moving. When the market is coming on, it's coming to a resistance. Once the market comes to this resistance, it breaks this resistance. So what have this resistance turned to? This resistance has now turned to a support to me. You understand? This resistance here that the market was, when the market was coming from here, it was a resistance. So I don't see a resistance and okay, maybe when market come here, I'll say let me short the market because it came to a resistance, it's going to react and start falling. No, I like trading support more than resistance because it's more safe. You understand? So when I see the market have broke that resistance has automatically turned to a support. And once it turns to a support, I wait for a retest of that support and I execute. So this is how I trade with support and resistance. Like I said, I don't normally use resistance. I always use support. You understand? So that's how my strategy works. And you guys can see everything connects to each other because mostly the support I trade are support I see from um support I see from chart patterns. You understand? I don't just trade any supports like that. So the final part of my strategy is Fibonacci. I use Fibonacci to trade. So most times when you see a trade like this, almost I just like Fibonacci is one of the silent parts of my strategy because I use it for confirmation. You understand? Most traders use it to determine where the market is heading to, which it's a great tool. I just like using it for confirmation. That is me. I just like using it for confirmation. So this is the Fibonacci. Draw it to the downside. You understand? You guys can see market always comes to this 0.5 and 0.6 fib level. Once the market gets here, most traders do execute. You understand? For me, I just see this as a confirmation that yes, the trend is still bearish. You understand? Once I see market comes to Fibonacci levels, I know that okay, yes, this market is still bearish. So that's why I use it for confirmation. So I believe you guys now understand how I use my strategy. How I use my strategy to trade and everything about my strategy. With this information I've given you guys should be able to, this information I give you guys should be able to, you know, to navigate through the charts, this information and know how I trade. You understand? This information I give you guys is a whole lot, a whole lot. This is something that one like my whole time experience that I'm just dishing it out for free, not asking anything from you guys. So if you're smart enough and you watch my analysis, one thing is that after watching this my video about about my strategy, you just need to go to watch all my analysis. Any analysis I post here, watch it. You see that I use these things that I said here. I use them on my chart. So this will make you understand it more. This will make you understand it very, 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 very well. So thank you for sticking to the end of the video. So make sure you learn everything. You go back to revise and study everything I say there. On my next video or on another video, I'm going to show you guys live where all these chart patterns happens on a live chart. So if you want me to make a video on how all these thing I said happens on a live chat, on a live chat, not to join here, please comment on the video. I want you to comment on this video. Type yes, post, upload the video for us. Just comment, upload the video for us. From you guys' comments, that's how I'm going to know if I'm going to do it or not. So after watching this video, comment on the channel, on the comment section. Just write yes, upload the video for us. Yes, upload the video for us. Feel free to join my Telegram community. The link is down below in the description. It's not a signal group. It's not a signal channel. It's a community of traders who are willing to learn, who are willing to become swing traders, who are swing traders already and want to become better in their swing trading strategy and the rest. I'm there to help you. I'm there to teach you. We do go live, most times. We went live last week. We even execute a trade live on our Telegram community. So feel free. If you're still here to subscribe to the Telegram and to the YouTube channel, please do so to subscribe and like this video so YouTube can also push this video to other traders out there so they can benefit from this information that I just give now. Like I said, if you want me to upload a video explaining how all these things that I explained here on this chat, how they work on live chats, type yes, upload the video for us on my comment section. So from you guys reply, I'm going to make, because my videos here mostly are based on request. Like I said, if you want me to analyze a pair, if there's a pair you are confused in, you want me to talk about it, you want me to analyze it with my strategy, you want me to break it down for you, based on request, I'm going to do it for you. So based on you guys' request, if you guys want me to show you guys live sample, live chat sample of all these things that I just said, just type yes, upload the video for us on the comment section. I'm going to do that. So thank you for sticking to the end of this video. So I'm going to see you guys on my next video. Like I said before, if you want to get notified on all my video, you need to subscribe. You understand? That's a little way of helping this community. Just a little way of saying thank you to me. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.